dream for what we see behind me, I mean, maybe it's a small dream, relatively speaking, is to have a place for my kids to play, a little bit of green, maybe some trees, some shade. We are, after all, in the desert. A beautiful playground and noise of children and a place for them to play.
We should not underestimate the value of dreams, large or small. Israel's history teaches us that dreams are the building blocks of reality.
חיפשנו מקום שנוכל להתיישב בו והוא יהיה משמעותי מבחינתנו. הנגב קרץ לנו מכל מיני סיבות, בעיקר בגלל השקט ותחושת השלווה והביטחון שיש בו, ולכן בסופו של דבר הגענו לפה.
The Negev is a few hours' drive from Israel's densely populated business and cultural centre. This is a desert that comprises 60% of Israel's landmass, but its population is sparse. Now, more than ever, the Negev is the site of new and vibrant communities that are being built in its expanses. It's clear that Israel's future is largely dependent on the future of the Negev. Like the pioneers who founded the country, the families building the new communities make many sacrifices to live in the Negev. Keren Kayemet Israel is committed to helping the residents, together with the Or Movement and JNF Western Australia, who adopted Merhav. In 2001, the first families of Merhav settled this bare hill between Yeraham and Sde-Boker. These are religious Zionist families who are dedicated and committed to the Israeli army, settling the land and improving society for all of Israel's citizens.
כשהגענו עם המשפחה לפה, הרגשנו פתאום שהילדים מתחברים לאדמה בצורה טבעית. פתאום הם שואלים על כל פרח ועל כל צמח שיש פה. אפשר לדבר איתם על איך אברהם אבינו דרך פה באזור. דברים שבאזור העיר אי אפשר כי הם לא רואים אותם. רואים פתאום כוכבים.
When we talked about making Aliyah, we always talked about Jerusalem area, the center of the country, the north, something green, and we lived 4 wonderful years there. But after a while, we started to think, we're not doing enough, we're not contributing enough, and we decided that the Negev, which is 60% of the country and less than 10% of the residents of Israel live here, is really where we were needed.
Merhav is one of 7 new towns that we established. The people who live here actually joined, almost 30,000 people that moved and relocated in the last years. But it's not completed yet. It looks as it is, but it's not. Now we need to make sure that Merhav is growing. We need to make sure that new families are coming, that kids are coming. This is the future of this community. And this is why it's so important to invest in the public facilities, in the landscaping, in the beautification of the community, because when a family comes to a place, if they see desert and sand, so it's one thing. If they come in and they see kindergartens and playgrounds and community centers and a synagogue and parks, this is what makes them, gives them the urge to and the wanting to come to that place.
Today, there are more than 250 children in Merhav, most of them born here. There is almost no shade, and there are very few playground facilities. Most of their outdoor activities take place in the many local building lots. These children are the future generation of Israel and the Negev, and they are very much in need of developmental activities.
זה אחד המקומות היפים ביותר לגדל ילדים. מבחינת קהילה, חמה שיש לנו פה, מבחינת הטבע שסובב אותנו.
And the fact that they themselves are participating in the building of this yeshuv from the very early stages is going to stay with them forever. And I always remind them as we go, look at these trees. You're going to be able to say that you remember before they were here.
זה המקום. החלוצים של רמת הנגב ושל מדינת ישראל הם כאן במרחב. מה שעושה את המקום זה אנשים. אנשים וילדים. ובשביל זה אנחנו צריכים סיוע וסיוע גדול.
As part of the community development project, KKL JNF plans to build 3 recreation and play areas in the village suited for different ages, babies, toddlers and children. This project will make a real change in the children's quality of life and will allow local residents to lead a full life and develop, regardless of their distant and isolated location.
זה לא מותרות. מדובר פה בצורך סביבתי של ילדים ושל הורים גם יחד.
פארק משחקים הוא גם מבחינתנו אמירה, לא רק ליישוב מרחבם, אמירה גם לכל מי שמתעניין ביישוב הנגב, מתעניין בלבוא ולגור באזור שלנו. לבוא ולומר, יש פה facilities, יש פה אפשרות לבוא ולגור בתנאי חיים טובים.
Everyone who lives in the Negev has a dream. The dream of the OR movement is to bring 2.5 million new residents to the Negev by 2048. The dream of the Regional Council is to build new communities over the next decade. Alison's dream is to see her children grow up in a green environment, shaded and protected. Your contribution will make it possible to make these dreams, whether big or small, into a reality.